everyone and welcome. Today in this video we are going to go over decorating Christmas trees for like a farmhouse style. And originally I had recorded a lot more footage for you guys for the beginning of this video. As you can see, the tree is already up, but unfortunately that footage got deleted. I do still have the footage of me putting the tree up though. So really quickly, I'm just gonna kind of go over what I was going to say in the beginning. We're just gonna roll with it. But the very first step when you are talking about trying to like put up a tree, if you haven't figured out where in your house you want it to go, you really want to pick a spot in your house where there's not high traffic going, around it. So really, we've got this fantastic corner over here, which is right next to our TV. And there's no walkway space over there, so it's a really good option for the tree. And also we've got very high ceilings, and I'll show you guys in a second too, like what the whole tree is gonna look like and during the process. But our ceilings are very high, so it definitely fits this tree well. This is a 9-foot tall tree that we got from Hobby Lobby last year. I highly recommend, and you will see a lot in this video, that most of the stuff I'm going to show you guys is from Hobby Lobby. So I've always been really into the farmhouse look, and up until last year I was really struggling with trying to find the perfect tree and like the perfect ornaments to go with it. And luckily I found everything all together, and again, that was at Hobby Lobby, so definitely want to check that place out. If you've never been there, then shame on you. Go up there right now because they have a lot of options for you as far as like any kind of, holidays, everything. It's just beautiful when you walk in there. It's absolutely gorgeous, and everything is really affordable. So that's always a bonus too. So as I said before, step one would really be trying to find where you want the tree to go. So like I said, we already knew we wanted it in this corner. I'll show you guys what it looked like before we, put the tree up. So that way you can kind of see the before and after as far as that goes. But yeah, so we picked our corner, and then it does not have to be a corner that is already empty. So you can move your furniture around. If you have a basement, utilize your basement. If you have like an additional, like a spare bedroom or something like that, I actually have a jewelry room, which kind of is like a multi-purpose room for me. It's like jewelry, makeup, basically anything that I have an excess amount of goes in that room, because we do not need, we have 2 spare bedrooms, and I get one of them, and that's what happens in that room. So yeah, I just put my, we had a little accent chair over here in the corner, and that goes in my jewelry / makeup room during this time. And then we also have a side table as well. And there's also a little stool that I'll show you guys as well. You'll see it in the next clip. I'll show you. We have like a little like stool that also works. It's great for additional seating, but I also have like these cute little trays that I put on them. Just to kind of, or like pillows, just to, fluff them up a bit, so that way they look cute when they're not in use. Right here, you guys can see this is the corner that the tree is going to go into. I'm just showing off the accent chair, and it's got the lantern next to it, as well as the little stool / bench that I have, and it has a little display tray on it with some cute little decorations, mostly to do with Justin and I's relationship. And there's a quote on there as well about true love has 4 paws, and obviously it has to do with Oakley. And yeah, so I get a lot of compliments all the time about the decor that I buy, and just like how nice everything always looks. So I figured I could show off, in better detail that area. And luckily I did take this video before I accidentally deleted the other videos that I took. that I had already edited and put in here. So you guys can kind of see just a little sneak preview of what our house looks like for fall decor. And this is definitely what it looks like right before we start to transform everything into a little Christmas wonderland. So the next step is going to be actually putting the tree up. So I'm going to now pan to that video of me putting the tree up. And spoiler alert, it's a mess. It's a hot mess. We have a 9-foot tree, so things get a little crazy. I'm only halfway through, and this is what's going on right now. Hair all over the place. No judgments though, okay? Let's continue. So putting together a 9-foot tree is definitely easier said than done, but it can happen. So if you have a tall ceiling like we do, then I definitely recommend it because it really fills out a room and it just looks very, very pretty. About halfway through filming this video, I had my brother come over to visit for a second, and Oakley, of course, took advantage of this opportunity and cuddled up with him because obviously I was not giving him enough attention. So I thought it was really cute, and I wanted to show you guys how adorable he is with my brother. So yeah, here's Oakley, just being a little cuddle butt. So here we have an example of everything that's going to go on the tree, from the star to the ornament to even the garland. So I can kind of show you guys really quick what everything looks like. So I did buy everything last year as well, and I bought it all at the same time. And I wanted to make sure that the decorations that I was buying would all kind of give the same feel on the tree. So you can kind of tell that I was going for a very like natural wood, outdoors, kind of like farmhouse vibes, and then I really wanted to pull everything together with the gold and the blue. So like more like the champagne, I should say, like a champagne and a really nice teal Tiffany blue, just to kind of give the tree that really nice glow that I was looking for. So these were the colors I decided to go with, and they're very muted, so where they're not super bold and bright. And you will notice, I mean, they've all got sparkles on them, and they've got, you know, different designs. Like these ones I love because they're the wood little buttons. They're super cute. And yeah, so this is everything together, and just wanted to show you guys what sort of options we have here that will be going on the tree. So we will get started with that right now. So how I do the next part of this is I kind of look at everything and I size it all out. I always get my biggest ornaments first, but even before that step, if you have some sort of like garland display that you want on your tree, you really want to pull that first to where you're going to be able to kind of go step by step with that. I like to get the shortest one out of the way first. So that's the one that I'm going to be doing first because it goes at the way top, and then we're going to work our way down to the bottom. So gonna do this one off camera because I'm going to have to get a stool. So just bear with me really quick. Okay, now we have the top layer on. I'm gonna do the middle layer, and that's actually gonna have the longest one that I could find. There were only two sizes. There was like a small / medium size, and there was like a large size. So this one I like to put in the middle. And then the bottom one is gonna actually have two small ones on it. So we'll do that right now. Alrighty, so you'll see that first try is obviously not always the first one to work. So now I'm going to adjust it and make sure that its flow is better with the top one. And we're gonna make these two match as best as we can. Okay, so now we're gonna make sure that the bottom layer is like lined up right with the middle layer and the top layer. By that, I mean we're going to make sure that we are taking the middle of both of the top and middle layers, and we're going to make sure that the end of each one of these hits that center, so that way it looks like it flows. This last part is actually probably the toughest. So I ended up putting a broom right here to emphasize the middle, so that way I can work better and kind of go around where it is. I would say that generally this is probably like the toughest part, is like making sure these all line up. But once you're done with this, you're smooth sailing and you can start putting all your ornaments on. So at this point, your best bet is to take a step back. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a few steps back and we're gonna take a look at it and we're gonna see how it looks. Sorry. All right, now it's time for the ornaments. Like I said before, you want to pick your biggest ornaments to go on first, and you want to kind of separate them evenly so that way they're spaced out enough to where it looks like it's kind of filling the tree with that ornament specifically. So I always like to start out with these two because they are the two biggest ones. And this one specifically just calls to me because, again, we kind of are doing like a white, brown, gold kind of a vibe here, and then we do have the pops of blue as well, you know, because that is my favorite color and that's my wedding color. So we're gonna get started with this guy for sure. So this is really what I meant about spacing them out and making sure that you're kind of like filling in the holes. So now that you're done with like one set of ornaments, go to the next one and then do it from there. And then I have a couple of sets of ornaments like these where I only have a couple of them, or it's just a two set. And these ones do say different things. You know, this one says Mary and this one says Noel. So when I'm doing these on the tree too, I make sure that they're visible, but they're also separate, if that makes sense. So you can kind of see what's already going on with the tree here. And then I just continue that same pattern all the way through. The way that my brain works, it's really about just making sure that everything is spaced out. That's really all there is to it. And then like, so the buttons, since they are the same color as the wood beads, I try not to make them too close to each other. Like up here, they're like sort of next to each other, but not enough to where if it's right on top of it, it's just gonna look like it's too much of that. These two pieces are a really good example of adding some contrast to the tree. So these would look really good next to the wood because it gives that contrasting kind of like look to it. And this guy is very bold and sparkly, so this would look really great next to any sort of like plain ornament. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna space this one around all of the plain sort of colored ornaments. right, so these are ones that match the wood beads really well too, obviously because it's pretty much the same pattern. And by the way, I got all of these ornaments off, at Hobby Lobby. So if you guys are looking for these ornaments or similar ones, go to Hobby Lobby for sure. I got the tree there and literally everything that I'm putting on it right now. So a very good place to shop for the tree and for all of the ornaments that come along with it. And also in this house, we love foxes because they remind us of Shiba Inus. So here's our little fox. That's like our little Oakley. He's right down here. You wanna see? Look at the fox. Is that you? Is that you, Oakley? I think it looks just like him. Here he goes. Okay, so now I have all of my ornaments on here that are all kind of like that different patterns, different stuff on them. So that way, you know, I can get those on there first and figure out what I want, where I want them. And then the next thing that I do is I put on the big tube of ornaments and I make sure I separate those good. And I always alternate too, a blue with a champagne, blue champagne, and I kind of put them next to each other so I know that I'm not putting too much blue in one area or too much champagne in one area, and I'm spacing it out really well. Also, all of these ornaments are shatterproof. So that is very, very important to me, and I'm sure lots of people when they're buying ornaments. We do not have kids yet, but we do have a dog, and he has a tendency to see things that look like balls and go near them, trying to, you know, think that they might be a toy for him to play with. Not mentioning any names or anything, Oakley. Uh-oh, look what I found. What are you doing? Huh? Did you find an ornament? Huh? Did you find an ornament? What are you gonna do? You gonna get your ornament? Oh. Don't chew it. Hey, hey, hey. Drop it. No, you drop it. Good boy. Oh, there's a good boy. You gonna get it? No, you're just gonna try for that one. You grab it. Don't chew it. Good boy. Don't chew it. Don't chew it. Oh. Don't chew it. Gentle. I think it's safe to say that these ornaments absolutely are shatterproof. As we can see, they are very much Oakley proof. But yeah, so and then these all have different patterns on them too. So there's like a matte one, and there's a glittery one, and then there's a there's like a shimmer one. So there's like the matte is right here, and then there's the glitter, and then there's the shimmer. So you want to like put them all on the tree too, to where there's not too many glitters in one area, not too many mattes in one area, not too many shimmers in one area. So it's definitely a task, but if you're up for it, then it'll look beautiful in the end. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got a glitter one, and I want to make sure that I'm putting the glitter one on there. Like I said, I'm going to make sure I space it out, and you see we've got this blue shimmery one over here. So I'm going to try to keep a little bit of distance between the glitter one and just that shimmery acorn. Not a whole lot, because I'm not going to be able to do too much with putting like the champagne ones in this area. but we are gonna make sure that we space everything out really good. So I think right here is a good spot for this glittery one. And then here up close, I wanted to show what the difference is between the matte and the shimmer. It's really hard to tell, but this one is much shimmerier than the other one. Maybe get this guy over here. Okay, so we've got champagne glitter right here. So pretty. I love this one so much. Hopefully you can tell these two apart a little bit better on camera. Ugh, see, they're still kind of pulling. Okay, you could see this one is a little bit more shimmery than this one. This is definitely the matte one. So again, we're gonna try to work around what we already did. And we're gonna be a little strategic with it. So you can put like a matte one over here, because that can break up these two over here as far as the blue and the blue. That'll break that up good. And then with the shimmery one, we've already got kind of some shimmer over here. So you kind of want to look around, see where it could go, where it's not going to be too crazy. I mean, I almost want to say, because this is like a blue right here, that we could try to break it away with a different kind of champagne here. Give it a little bit more, and then I can put another blue in here to kind of separate that. Then that'll look really pretty. And for that, I'm going to do the matte blue, because this one's kind of shimmery. So you want to break it apart a little bit. And it's okay if something falls, because it's not going to break. Again, these are shatterproof, so you're all good. Up. I'll just pull it back a little bit so you guys can see what I've done so far. See how pretty it looks. In the end, I'm going to turn the tree back on. Sorry, I had to turn it off. I wanted to kind of leave that wow factor for the end. All right, so now that all of my ornaments are on the tree, I'm going to do the next part, which would be to add everything to the bottom of the tree to kind of fill it in and give it that really Christmassy vibe. We're going to match the Christmas decor that I've picked out already with a beautiful gold kind of champagne-y tree skirt. And again, this is also from Hobby Lobby as well. So I'm gonna put this underneath the tree, and then we'll do the rest of it. And here is what the tree looks like after adding the tree skirt. Now I'm going to add one of my favorite pieces to put under the tree. It's this very, very pretty box that looks like it's gift wrapped and fits perfectly with the theme that we have here. So I'm gonna put it right under the tree too. This next piece I found at Home, sorry, not Home Goods. I found this at Home, which I don't know exactly which states it's in, but it is in Michigan. There's quite a few of them. And it's just this really cute, kind of sparkly sleigh. And I like to add this to the bottom of the tree just to give it a little bit more color and pop. And now I found these next two pieces at Marshall's actually. And these are Ray Dunn inspired little signs, and I love putting this one at the bottom of the tree. I did it last year for the first time, and it looked so stinking cute. So this is one thing that I add, and then I also add this gorgeous giant ornament that is breakable, and for that reason I put it on the floor, so that way I know that it's not gonna fall and it's not gonna break. And here we have the bottom of the Christmas tree all complete. So now I'm going to turn on the lights so that you can see the full tree with the lights on. Only thing that's not on yet is the star. Just because we need a couple extra people to help with that, because it is it's very tall and it's very high up there. So yeah, I will wait till I have a couple of extra people to hold the ladder for me with that. Right here, you can really see the amazing quality that Hobby Lobby offers, especially for their holiday stuff, any Christmas type of decorations, ornaments, everything from the tree to, you know, all of it. It's just so beautiful and I love it so much. Even when the lights aren't on, I could stare at this tree all day. It just gives you those vibes. And then of course here we can see the lights on and it just takes you there to that warm Christmassy like feeling, like, happy, and just everything's so pretty and sparkly about the tree. I love it so much, and I'm just gonna go in here so you guys can see a little bit closer. Just as you get closer, you really just start to be brought in by its beauty. I just absolutely love it so much. Alright you guys, well I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed filming it, because I love to decorate so much. And if you would like, give this video a like and a comment, and just tell me, you know, how you liked it. If you guys would like, stick around for the end of this video, and I will announce the winners for my last giveaway for the Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette for my unboxing video. Okay, so stick around for the winner of the Bloodlust palette. And yeah, just follow me on Instagram, follow Oakley on Instagram. I have a Snapchat, Oakley doesn't. You can also follow Justin as well if you guys want to. He was not in this video, but he's more than happy to get the followers. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and in a second we are about to announce the winner for the Bloodlust palette. Thank you all for stopping by. Bye. Alright you guys, here it is. So I do all of my random picking on this website called randomnamepicker.com basically, and the winner is Melly G. And I do have your Instagram handle as well, so I will be sending you a personal message to get your address so that you can get the Bloodlust palette shipped to you. So congratulations, Melly G. Thank you so much for following, subscribing, liking, and commenting. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next giveaway. For look out for the Blood Money palette reveal, and then I will announce the next giveaway opportunity for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.